Hi, it's Gadget UK here again. Just a short video here on an update, the latest firmware update here for the Neo SD flash card. You can see I've just been checking some CRCs there. That's one of the things I tend to do when I'm going through testing these beta firmwares that the Neo SD team send me. I'll just turn that down a bit, it's probably just a bit too loud. So yeah, I'll show you some new features. Just go back to the menu, holding down AD and start. You can see I'm on 1.06 R09 there. So the menu's a lot more stable now. There's no flickering whatsoever, just because occasionally previous versions there were just sometimes a little bit of flicker, but it's yeah, it's rock solid, dead stable, so that's a nice welcome addition. The other thing is, if I just hit B, you've got a new option here, continuous save on the backup RAM. So you can do it when you change games, not at all, or continuous. And the way the continuous works is it's just completely automatic, and it takes into account if whether your battery goes flat as well. So like in my case, I don't have a battery on this MVS, so when it's discharged, I switch it back on the following day. The first thing this will do is realise that the backup RAM has just been initialised and that there is a save for the current game that's already loaded, and it'll load it. So it works really well. I've not tested it massively. I've tested it between 3 or 4 games over a few days, and yeah, no problems at all. It works really well. So that's really good because I don't have to have a battery in here. It'll just continuously keep track of my saves, my high scores and things, which is awesome. That's a really nice new feature that made that really desirable. Actually, it's a really good feature to get. Reason to want to get one of these is the point I'm trying to make. So if we hit, what is it, start? Yeah, I think it is. So you see we've also got soft dips in here as well. I've tested this thoroughly. This works really well, so you can turn on your load and stuff and change your difficulty, etc., without having to go through the UniBIOS. And if you haven't got a UniBIOS, again, this makes this card highly desirable for either an AES or MVS. So if we just come back out of that and hit start again, the other really cool feature is the Jukebox. So if we go into that, you can see here for the particular game we've got loaded, I've got a list of all of the tracks here, and you can just hit A on one of them and it starts. I like the little images down the bottom there, the speakers and things. It's quite cool. So I'll post in the description below where you can find a link to get the sort of song sheet for these. There's like it's basically I don't know if it's a text file or a binary file. So, it's just a file basically that contains a list of the song names with the offsets in ROM effectively where they are, so that this Jukebox player can use them. So the idea is you just stick them all in a folder on your cart somewhere. I forget the exact name of the folder, but again I'll stick it in the description just so you can get the file yourself, set yours up the same, ready to play as soon as you get this latest firmware. But yeah, it works really well, and it's nice just being able to go and listen to some of these. You can do the same sort of thing in the UniBIOS, but in the UniBIOS I'll show you. If we just come out of this, let's just load that game, hold down ABC. In the UniBIOS, yeah, you've got a Jukebox player in there, but all you've got is the current address or code or whatever it is. So yeah, you can go through them, you don't know what they are, and sometimes there's samples and sounds and things in between the tracks, so it can take you a bit of effort sometimes to find the track that you want. And the other thing I forgot to mention is there's been some fixes. I think there was a bug in Matra Melee that someone spotted. That's been fixed, and there was a problem with Garo. That was fixed, I think 2 or 3, probably 6 or 7 firmware versions prior to this. They just haven't been publicly released yet. So those have both been fixed as well, amongst any other small glitches and things they might have been informed of. Hopefully you found that interesting. Thanks for watching. I'll see you soon.